This is Volusia Today, a public information radio program brought to you by the County of Volusia.
Good morning and welcome to Volusia Today. I'm Michael Ryan, the Volusia County Community Information Director, and I'm actually reading the script today.
You are.
Does that sound professional? I don't ever do the
robotic
script. And I know I sound like Clayton. And I'm joined by my co-host, Heather Belden. Good morning, Heather.
Good morning.
It's nice to see you stop yawning.
I know. It's Friday. I had some days off the last few weeks, so this has been my first 5-day work week, and it's like, man, that's brutal.
Yeah, welcome back to real life. And why'd you take the time off?
I was moving into a new house.
Yeah, congratulations.
Thank
How's that
you.
going?
It's going.
Nice. We just moved into a new house, too, and we woke up this morning and realized somebody mowed our yard for us yesterday. Apparently, we were not staying up with the community standards of mowing our yard often enough.
Oh, I thought you just had nice neighbors.
No, I think that's what it was. I think somebody just got tired of seeing our yard and came and mowed it for us. Yeah, so
we just have wild turkeys.
Well, that's the difference in Port Orange and the
land.
woods. Yeah,
Yep.
That's exactly right. Well, before we do have a special guest that we want to talk to about some exciting services and programs and events. But before we introduce her, you have a couple news items you want to talk about.
I do. So I am the Public Works Public Information Officer. So my divisions are always staying busy for the residents. Coming up in October on the 14th, our mosquito control division's having a tire amnesty day where you, as a resident, can drop off 20 tires that are sometimes in our yards collecting water, and mosquitoes love to lay eggs in that water. So it is, again, October 14th at the Daytona International Speedway, and it is from 8 to 2. There'll be some signage out there for you to know where to go. Lot 4 out on Midway Ave, if you're familiar with the area. And then also Public Works for our Ormond Beach listeners. The LB Knox Bridge at High Bridge Road is going to be closed for some maintenance, and that will be from October 5th through the 14th. And the residents in that area just, they know where to go. There's a couple other bridges that can get you where you need to be, so look out for those detour signs, and that construction will be over soon, and the bridge will be back to good, so...
So it's got only a couple days, is that right?
The 5th through the 14th, so
okay.
A week.
Yeah, a week or two, okay.
Yeah.
All right. Anything else? Berry Hall?
DeBerry Hall, we had them in last week. If you didn't hear the episode, it is available on our YouTube and on our podcast platforms like Spotify, so you can go back and listen to it. But they have creepy candlelight tours this October. So if you've never been to DeBerry Hall, it is a great time to get out there, take the tour. It's candlelight led. It's a little spooky, but I think more just in the fun of it. You can go to DeBerryHall.com for the dates and the information. It is October 20th and 21st, Friday and Saturday nights, and they have 2 tours available each night. So,
all right. I think let's talk a little bit about beach safety and the weekend coming up at the end of the show. Okay. I don't want to make our special guest wait any longer, Jennifer. Thank you for being here today. We are joined by Jennifer Stirk. Is that right?
Correct.
And with our solid waste division. Good morning.
Good morning.
Thank you for joining us.
Thank you.
So for those of us who do not work in government, what is solid waste division? What do you do?
We collect the garbage. We operate a transfer station and a landfill.
Okay, so let's talk about garbage collection.
Okay.
I think that's maybe one of the most important things we do as a government entity, right?
Yes, that is correct.
And when that's not being done correctly, do you guys hear?
Oh, goodness, yes.
Yeah.
We have several customer service employees that's what they do, is they take calls from customers that are not happy with their garbage service.
So, and as a county, we collect just what we think of as just household garbage, right? We also do bulk garbage.
We do. We have bulk collection. I believe they're on a quarterly basis, and we do the county in quadrants. And just so you know, too, that we only are responsible for unincorporated county. We do not do city collection.
So tell me what bulk collection is.
That is actually if you're cleaning your house or you're moving out, cleaning out your garage, you have couches, appliances, any kind of other furniture. It does not include construction debris. Okay. So if you're tearing down your fence, it does not include that, or doing any demolition. It is literally just for clean outs or 1 or 2 items that you have to get rid of that cannot fit in the garbage truck.
So Jennifer, I just moved into a new house, and I think I have 4 refrigerators now, and we don't keep that much food around. Do you take refrigerators?
We do take for refrigerators, and we will also recover the Freon that's in them before they go off for recycling.
Oh, that's good to know too. Washers and dryers, all the big appliances and stuff like that?
Yes.
Okay, and it's quarterly?
It is quarterly. We do have a program too where it's a move out, and I believe you're allowed 2 of move outs a year.
Okay.
Oh, wow.
And so you just call us and tell us you have a move out pile, and they will also come and collect that.
Oh, that's good to know. Okay. And then what about, I forget what the term is, but like yard debris?
That's the exact term.
Oh, look, I nailed
it. Yes. And it is also collected once a week. Again, I'm not sure of which day yard debris is collected for each area, but it is also once a week along with your garbage.
Okay, and I'm guessing there's parameters on that. It has to be bound and cut and all that
Correct.
stuff.
Cut in 4-foot lengths, wrapped together, or in a container.
Okay.
And nothing less than 50 pounds.
During the hurricanes, I remember there was so much conversation because it's different. We end up hiring a specialty company that takes hurricane debris, and then all the rules change, and everybody has to pay attention. Yeah,
storm debris is completely different than your regular household waste, yard waste.
Right, and that's one of those things that once it happens, that's when we'll start to put out some messaging about where to put it and how to put it out. So I just thought that was interesting. You don't even think about these things until they happen.
Yeah, it is interesting. Right after a hurricane, you can see all the storm debris trucks kind of roll into Florida and roll into town, and they come from all over the country because they know that we're going to need their services. When that happens, actually, are you guys involved in that? Do you help manage that process?
We manage the sites that do the reduction.
Okay.
So once it's collected curbside or at the house, it comes to our reduction sites, and we either burn it or mulch it, and then if we have the mulch, then it goes off for reuse. So that's where we're involved with the reduction.
Okay. And then the last, in my mind, there's like 3 or 4 categories of solid waste removal, and the last one is recycling. Do you guys do that?
We do.
Okay.
We have the curbside recycling, where you have the one bin, and you put your recycling in, and it goes to our sorting facility and then off for final product use.
Okay.
So what are we really allowed to put in the recycling bin?
We have metals and plastics, and I'll be honest with you, I don't off the top of my head know exactly which numbers we're currently recycling.
It's all on the website.
It is on the website, correct. And then paper products.
Okay. Pizza boxes?
As long as they do not have contamination with food and grease.
All right. You heard it here first.
Yeah, which is pretty hard to find in a pizza box. So the recycle. First of all, we told you we were not going to throw you any curveballs when we were off there, and you've done a great job so far.
Thank you.
The recycling world changed a handful of years ago, and lots of communities stopped doing that. It's pretty exciting and cool to me that we're still doing it. Our recycling truly goes to a recycling plant and does get recycled. That's right?
Correct. Our facility is actually located on the landfill. It's co-owned by the county and Gel Corporation. However, they are the operators of the facility.
Okay. Well, and so what does that mean? That's I didn't know that. So we actually recycle right there on site?
Correct. At the landfill. They have sorting machines, and basically it is all separated through mechanical means or hand sorting, blowers, magnets, and then they bale it in the separate commodities.
Wow, okay.
So for the residents that don't live in the unincorporated areas, are there services available to them?
Well, each city has its own rules or regulations that they abide by, but I do believe every city is currently recycling except for maybe Deltona. But again, I don't know the specifics for each city.
Could a Deltona resident bring their recycling items to a Volusia County facility?
Yes. We both of our facilities at the West Volusia Transfer Station and the Tomoka Farms Road landfill have receptacles for residents to use.
Now, I'm a West Side County girl. The transfer station's out kind of near the fairgrounds.
That is correct.
Where exactly is the landfill?
The landfill is on Tomoka Farms Road or State Road 415. The actual address is 1990 Tomoka Farms Road.
Okay. So that's for you, Michael, when you need to drop off all your stuff.
All my stuff. I hate to admit this on the air, but I don't know that we've recycled since we've been here the last couple weeks. We just moved in a couple weeks ago. I know. Actually, I did not know we had a recycling bin in our garage because it was so buried under all the other stuff until a couple days ago. So we very much do support that, and knowing that it is actually being recycled and going to a good use is certainly incentive to do that. So, Jennifer, I tell you what, let's go to a break. You did a great job with the rapid fire questions from Heather and I, and let's come back and talk a little bit about some of your special events.
Okay, thanks.
Thank you.
Subscribe to the Volusia County YouTube channel.
And hit the bell icon to know what's happening in your hometown.
There are so many great places to explore.
And things to learn.
With over 1,000 videos available right now, the channel offers something for everyone.
Let's go!
Did you know we have countless features showcasing history, nature, wildlife, and recreation? Subscribe and hit the bell icon.
Or that we live stream important county meetings and workshops where leaders make decisions that can impact our everyday lives. Did you subscribe yet?
Or that we record our weekly radio show, Volusia Today, where we interview staff from the different divisions and departments across our great county, and they discuss the nitty-gritty of their field and expertise.
Go ahead, subscribe.
But that's not it. There's more. Subscribe and hit the bell icon and fully explore.
Score!
We're back. I'm Heather Belden along with Michael Ryan, and you're listening to Volusia Today, a public information program brought to you by the County of Volusia. So Michael had mentioned before the break that you guys do have some really exciting events coming up. I know these happen annually, and they are the Household Hazardous Waste Collection events. Why don't you tell us a little bit about those?
Sure. All of the events are held from 8 a.m. to noon. Our first is on October 14th in DeBary at the DeBary City Hall. And then we have two more at the end of the month. October 27th is in Ormond Beach at the Ormond Beach Public Works facility. And then on October 28th, we will be in New Smyrna at the New Smyrna Public Works facility.
So, household hazardous waste, what does that include?
Well, our biggest categories, I would say, are paints, fertilizers, fluorescent light bulbs, electronic waste, and items such as that. Just if you have something laying around in your garage or under your sink, that usually qualifies.
And so, is there a reason we should be bringing it to you and not just putting it in our trash or down our garbage disposal?
Yes. If it isn't properly handled, it can contaminate our waterways, or it could cause a threat to human health or the environment.
And then what do you guys do with it?
Well, if it meets our reuse categories or criteria, we'll put it on the shelves and we'll let customers that frequent our facility take it home for use. And if it doesn't meet that criteria, then our contractor will take it off site for processing.
Oh, can we talk about that a little more?
Sure.
What does reuse mean?
Basically, just because it's no longer usable to yourself doesn't mean that someone else can't use it. Say, a fertilizer that you use at home on your lawn, as long as it's in a good packaging with the labeling legible and there's a good amount in the bag still, then someone else can use it. So we look at that and we put it out on our shelves for citizens to use.
And then how do I come get that stuff?
You just come to one of our facilities at the transfer station or to the landfill and let them know why you're here, and they will direct you to our reuse shelves.
Oh, that's interesting.
So it's like, you're right, it's like shopping.
I call it our own little Home Depot.
So what do you have on the shelves other than fertilizer?
We have paints, cleaning products, stains, again, automotive fluids. A lot of times, you won't use your whole quart of oil,
right,
and you'll take it off. And so if it's still unused oil, we put it out there.
Oh, that's a pretty cool service.
And so people just haul this up in the trunk of their car and drop it on off?
Yes, correct. Yeah. I've actually had one customer tell me that they had painted the entire exterior I'm sorry.
No, you're fine.
The outside of their house with our paint.
Oh, wow. Man. Now you can finally get that brand new house painted.
Well, with the brand new house, we switched from City of DeLand trash to Volusia County, and we got new cans right away, and today was our first official day as Volusia County unincorporated solid waste.
You must be so excited.
I am. I feel like, I work for the county, and then to hear them doing such a good job for our family, it just makes my heart happy.
Are you going to go out and celebrate tonight? You guys going to have a cake?
We'll fill the recycling bin.
There you go. There you go. So what other service? Tell me a little more about the landfill and stuff. Can I, as a Volusia County resident, can I just pull up and drop stuff off?
That is correct. It is open to any citizen, and our household hazardous waste is free service to any of the citizens, incorporated or unincorporated.
Oh, nice.
So yeah, you just come and you drop your stuff off, and if you feel like you want to shop the shelves, you can do that. Some of the other items that we offer at Household Hazardous Waste is electronics recycling. So if you have an old television or a computer or even some of the gaming systems that you no longer use and obsolete, you can bring them to us, and then we will have those recycled.
What, are those on the shelf? Can I come get like a Pong from 1982?
No, unfortunately, the electronics does not qualify for our reuse program.
Man. You were batting 1,000 up to that point.
I know.
So what's the reason why we wouldn't want to throw one of those away?
Believe it or not, they actually have heavy metals in them that if they are out in the environment, the metals can leach into the water.
And isn't there something about lithium-ion batteries that we also need to remember?
Yes. We have a big issue at the landfill or all of our solid waste facilities with lithium batteries. They can self-ignite and create a fire in our waste.
Does that happen?
Yes, it has happened a few times.
Wow.
So we can take those there, and then you guys are able to recycle them
yes,
properly.
Yes, that is correct.
Happen.
Yes, we send those off to an outfit called Call to Recycle, and they recycle all of our rechargeable batteries, not just the lithium-ion batteries.
Oh, cool.
Okay, for those of us such as myself who don't know the difference, what is a lithium ion? Like, what is that with my regular battery? I'm putting my remote
control.
Well,
the big difference is the simple A's, C's, and D's.
Yeah.
Those are not a rechargeable battery. They are called an alkaline battery. So the items that are in them that create the charge are not as able to self-ignite.
Okay.
The reuse batteries, or the rechargeable batteries, the lithium ions especially have a very high charge. And so therefore, even when you think they're dead, they're still holding a charge. And so if there's something that heats them up or something like that, then they ignite or spark their energy and then create the fire.
God, this is like fascinating, right?
It is.
You're giving DeBerry Hall a run for their money.
Well, thank you.
They brought Ghost on last week, but you're killing it. Any other services that you guys provide?
Yes, we actually do some things associated with Keep Volusia Beautiful, and that would entail our Adopt a Road program. We currently have about 91 roads adopted.
Wow.
Yeah, it's great. Then we go and we collect litter along those roadways, or the volunteers do. And then we also have about 4 compliance officers that investigate illegal dumping. And then we have the home fuel oil recovery program, where we'll come to your house and pump out your old fuel oil tanks for heating.
Are there a lot of those across the county?
Believe it or not, this program was started in the early 90s, and we are still going.
Wow.
Yeah.
Do people know if they have one of these tanks on their property?
Yes, most of the time you know,
Okay.
because it's your heating system.
Okay.
So unless the heating system had been upgraded and you were not aware of it, then most of the time you know. We also have educational opportunities where we can come to your classroom and provide a presentation, or you can actually come and take a tour of the landfill or the transfer station.
I was going to say, like Girl Scout troops, homeschool,
Correct.
co-ops. That's really interesting. So walk us through what a tour might look like.
Well, at the landfill, typically those are we do those from a vehicle because it is a big industrial facility. We don't necessarily want citizens out roaming around, but we do it from a vehicle, and we'll take you through the household hazardous waste area. We'll take you through our tire cell area, and then we'll take you up on top of the garbage hill.
Oh, cool. It's probably like a mountain.
Oh, cool.
I'm like, well, she called it a hill, but I feel like it's...
Wait, you actually get to walk up on the top of it?
Well, again, those are in the vehicle. We don't necessarily,
okay.
we don't let all the citizens just walk through the garbage.
Yeah,
but we will drive you up there, and you can definitely view it and see how it happens. And it is a hill. It's some people might call it a mountain.
Oh, I'm fascinated. So, like, what kind of vehicle?
Typically, since it's a tour, we'll go in a van.
Okay.
Yeah.
I tell you what, when we come back, I do have some other questions about the educational opportunities in Adopt-A-Road. So let's go to a break, and we'll wrap it up with that.
Great.
Thanks.
Subscribe to the Volusia County YouTube channel.
And hit the bell icon to know what's happening in your hometown.
There are so many great places to explore.
And things to learn.
With over 1,000 videos available right now, the channel offers something for everyone.
Let's go!
Did you know we have countless features showcasing history, nature, wildlife, and recreation? Subscribe and hit the bell icon.
Or that we live stream important county meetings and workshops where leaders make decisions that can impact our everyday lives. Did you subscribe yet?
Or that we record our weekly radio show, Volusia Today, where we interview staff from the different divisions and departments across our great county, and they discuss the nitty-gritty of their field and expertise.
Go ahead, subscribe.
But that's not it. There's more. Subscribe and hit the bell icon and fully explore.
Score!
And we're back with Volusia Today, and we're here with Jennifer Stirk with Jennifer Stirk, is that right?
That is correct.
With our Solid Waste Division, and we're talking all things trash and recycling. It's very, very exciting. Super informational. I appreciate you being here today.
Thank you.
You talked a little bit about, before we went on break, about Adopt-A-Road. How do I make my teenagers do that?
Well, if they're a part of a club at a school, I would encourage that. Or, again, I always say it's a great family activity. So
Get on out there,
yes,
Michael.
it sounds like
yes,
it. Yes,
you could definitely. Yeah, all you've got to do is go to our website and sign up. And if it's your family, put your family name out there on the road sign.
Can I really get a sign that says adopted by the Ryan family?
Yes, you can.
And make my kids clean it like every Saturday?
Well, if you want to do that every Saturday, that is great. But our requirements are only once a quarter.
Okay.
Oh, wow.
that's
and
easy.
you will definitely get your name put on a sign out there.
We are, normally when I'm mad, I just take their phones or their pads or whatever, but now they're going to clean the roads.
Yes, now you can plan their punishments on a quarterly basis.
So is there any cost associated with it?
No, that it is all free of charge to the volunteer,
Okay.
the club, or whoever wants to go out and do it.
So what happens if, hypothetically speaking, I have a bunch of kids who don't want to clean the road? Like if you have somebody who's adopted a road and they're not really cleaning it, what happens?
Typically, we will give them a few nudges, and if it's still not happening, then we will just take the sign down and no longer say that area is adopted and wait for someone else to come along.
Orphan Road.
Yes.
Sad.
Can Heather adopt the road on the way to her new house?
We can find one.
Oh, you should totally do that.
Yes.
Find a road.
Yeah. Especially if you're a Volusia County resident now, so...
All your friends and family are going to have to, on the way to your house for Thanksgiving, they're going to have to see that it's called, Heather Road.
I told my husband we were doing no more living things in our home. So adopting a road is
It's almost the same thing.
It's a perfect solution.
Yeah, who needs kids when you have a road?
I meant like plants and animals, but
Tell me a little bit about compliance officers. You said you have 4?
Yes, we actually have 4 active compliance officers and then their supervisor, but they will ride and look for illegal dumping locations, or they get tips and or investigate. And there are many times when they do find the dumper, and we require them to clean it up and assess fines to them.
Wait, is that what you call them, the dumper?
They
is
are
that
the
like
dumper.
inside language? Wow.
Yes.
So, like, you catch them in the act sometimes?
No, we don't typically catch them in the act, but you'd be surprised on what people throw away, and they think that they can't
Yeah.
be tracked back, but it usually can.
So you guys actually go through it and look for names and addresses.
Correct.
And stuff. That's
Yes.
greatness. And so what happens if are there fines, or do they have?
Yes, there are fines assessed, and they're required to do the cleanup.
Okay. What kind of stuff do you see? I think of tires. We were talking about tire recycling earlier.
Yes, tires is a big issue. Again, people that don't realize that the bulk item disposal is there will also throw away couches and
Yes.
furnitures and such. And then, unfortunately, some people pay others to dispose of their garbage, and then those others that they pay don't correctly dispose of it. So that's an issue also.
Oh, that's a shame.
Yeah.
Well, if you do have those tires laying around, again, Mosquito Control has their Tire Amnesty Day coming up on October 14th. If you didn't listen, we plugged it in the beginning of the show. So I know you guys, they're Public Works, you guys are Public Works, so you guys work together on things like that. So.
Yes, that is correct. And actually at the landfill on every Saturday, a citizen can bring up to 4 tires free of charge.
Okay. Yeah. So...
Are there fees associated with the landfill in different instances, I guess? Like
yes,
bulk
that is
fees
correct. If you come across the scale, you unfortunately are going to have a fee assessed.
Okay.
And it depends on, what type of vehicle it is and who it is. And a general resident coming to dispose of stuff, we have a flat rate of usually $8 to $16.
So no matter what's in the back of my truck, it's $16 or $8.
Yes, correct.
Oh, that's not bad at all.
Correct.
Cheaper than the fines for dumping it on the
That's
side
true.
of the road.
That's cheaper than the effort to go throw it. And all that kind of stuff. You know what? There was actually a white baby grand piano on the road to my house for a couple weeks, and my wife was dying to get out. It was a little bit off the road. We couldn't get to it, but she was dying to go get it and pick it up off. I don't know what she was going to do with it. It was in the rain and upside down and stuff. But like, who dumps a baby grand piano?
Yeah, that's a big one. That might be considered a bulk item, I
That you
believe.
think? Yeah. that took some work and effort to get that out there. Well, so we have about a minute left. Is there anything we've not touched on as far as like services and programs that you guys provide?
No, I think we've touched on most of it. I appreciate it. And again, please come out to our household hazardous waste collection events that are coming up in October.
And you can find those. We'll be posting stuff on social media upcoming, and you can also go to the volusia.org website for that information. Do you guys have any hiring going on right now?
Well, and actually, right now, we always have hiring and open positions, and you can always find those on the Volusia County website, and definitely look out for those.
Awesome.
So if I were going to apply, what do you think about having a job with the county? Is it a good thing?
Oh, always a good thing.
How long have you been here?
I have been here since 2005.
All right. Good
Wow.
for you. Good for you.
Coming up on 20 years.
It is, yes, and it's been a great 20 years.
All right. Well, thank you for being here today. And Heather, anything else? Any other parting words?
No, thank you to our sponsors. Volusia County Recycling is one of them. The Ocean Center, Votran. Keep Volusia beautiful.
All right. Thank you. And have a great weekend, Volusia County.
If you have a comment about Volusia Today, or if there is a topic you would like to hear featured, please contact Volusia County Community Information at